What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about LSU's former starting left tackle, Darren Rosenthal, has announced on via Twitter that he is transferring to the Kentucky Wildcats. I'm gonna just talk about what that means for him, and also LSU has Kentucky on the schedule this year, so that should be pretty interesting. And also, who I think is going to replace him and where we go from here. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, if you are a Madden 21 player and have an Xbox One, I have my gamer tag also in the description box as well. Don't always respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me, and whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at you, boy, yo. First off, man, I want to tip my hat. I want to wish Darren Rosenthal all of the best of luck. Talented young man, just went through a few, personal issues here at LSU. But his play on the field speaks for itself. He's a really good player, very talented player. I wish him well, yo. I wish that whatever it is that's been hindering him, that he could get through it, he could fix it. And I hope him, I wish he go on and be a great player for Kentucky, and end up getting drafted as high in the NFL as he could possibly go. Of course, I don't want him to have a great game against us this year, but I want him to do well, yo. So let me say that first and foremost. As far as for him going to Kentucky, he got a chance to go in there right away and start. Obviously, they do have one really good offense tackle coming back, but they lost quite a bit on their offensive line. They've been dipping in the transfer portal, trying to get guys, to fill out their rosters. They lost a good little bit of talent amongst, their team, but for him, like I said, it's an opportunity to go in there on an SEC roster and play right away and get some significant reps. Now, I don't know if this had anything to do with his decision, but it also would be interesting that he's going to face LSU this year. And he's going to face the guys that clearly he faced in practice, all the spring. So that should be very, very intriguing whenever we play those guys. That's a matchup that I'm definitely looking forward to. Now, as far as LSU and where do we go from here after losing such a key piece to our offensive line, it looks like Cam Wire is going to be the guy next in line, going to get the start. He played quite a bit for us last season, was a swing tackle. He had his moments. Like at times he looked okay, but at times it's like, oh boy, But if he goes out there and he struggles, you do got Garrett Dellinger coming in, freshman, highly touted freshman. You also have what's his name, man? Dumerville. You also have Dumerville, Elvis Dumerville's nephew that could also compete for a starting tackle spot. So now all those guys as good as Rosenthal, most likely not. But can they come in and basically do their job and hold it down and don't be a weak link amongst the offensive line? I definitely think that could happen. But the biggest thing into all of this, though, is Brad Davis. He coming in, we hear a lot about him recruiting and stuff like that, and that's awesome. But how will he bring this offensive line together? That, to me, I feel like is the key to LSU being as good as they want to be this season. I feel like every other position, pretty much for the most part, is solidified with, players that are ready to play. The one position for LSU that could hold this team back is this offensive line. And now with Rosenthal gone, how will Brad Davis coming in basically after spring? How will Brad Davis get this offensive line, basically ready to rock and roll? And bring along whether it's Cam Wire, Dellinger, Dumerville, and bring along, the starting left, a new starting left tackle to have them ready to when we go to the Rose Bowl to take on UCLA. But whatever, I'm interested. Like I said, good luck to Darren Rosenthal. Looking forward to the new left tackle getting out there and making a name for himself. But this offensive line got to improve, yo. They're the key to this team success or failures. But before I, but for that, but with that being said, with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have LSU and NCAA content throughout the year. Also on Mondays through Thursdays, for 30 minutes, I do a live Q&A. Times will vary. Stay tuned to the page. Hit the notification buttons so y'all can know whenever those times will be. Come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live. Also on Sundays at 10 a.m. Central to 12 noon Central, I co-host Big Time Sports Talk on ESPN 1420 AM. Download the ESPN 1420 AM app and come listen to your boys Sundays 10 Central to 12 noon Central. It'll be a lot of fun. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.